What's going on, Guardians? It's Tankey, and today we're going over this week's TWAB released by Bungie earlier on today. I know it's later on in the day, but I don't typically have Thursdays off from work, so I'll always be a bit late on these, but let's just get right into it. It reads as follows. It's a new week, and we kicked off with a brand new quest. Aegir Scepter is a weapon worthy of king, a prince. Either way, it's yours for the taking. Sorry, Crow, no hard feelings since you did, you know. Hey man, lore-wise, if Crow ever became someone who had the ability and was worthy of its legacy, I would gladly hand it over to him. Poor guy. Bungie goes on to say that the Stasis Trace Rifle is sure to chill your enemies out. I was going to start off with a Mr. Freeze quote, but I'll spare you this time. Oh, that's cold. If you have purchased Season of the Lost, you can start this quest by speaking with the Witch Queen, Marasov. If you already obtained the weapon, nice job. You can start hunting for the catalyst after this reset on September 21st. That is not all going on this week. We heard some chatter around some new discoveries in the Shattered Realm. We don't like spoiling secrets though, so you'll need to investigate or just go check YouTube. We aren't the boss of you. By the way guys, if you all want me to start uploading weekly Shattered Throne mysteries, let me know in the comments below. Bungie continues with, we also released a new calendar this week to showcase some of the beats coming on later in the Season of the Lost, leading up to Witch Queen early next year. They show us a mini roadmap they have for the rest of the season. It looks like from October until November we'll have some Festival of Lost event which will give us Haunted Lost sectors, so that's pretty exciting. And it looks like we'll have some more Season of the Lost updates with GM Nightfalls and the additional difficulty option for Shattered Realm. At the bottom, we see Season of the Redacted beginning on 2/22/22. Clever. Hey, imagine if Destiny makes it to 7/7/77 and we're all still playing it as old retirees in our nerve gear. Alright, Bungie continues with a section for Trials. Now I will say this, last week was the first time I've ever stepped foot in Trials. It was a solo, so my experience wasn't the greatest. You know, getting stopped 5-0 by 3-stack clan members, but it wasn't all that bad. I'll give Bungie credit. Even though I was still losing more than I was winning, I was having a bit of fun, and the new loot system made it seem less like a daunting task. With that being said, Bungie says as follows. Line for the Lighthouse. Last week, Trials of Osiris returned after a mini hiatus for the first few weeks of the season. We made lots of changes to the mode and have been eagerly waiting to see your reaction. Judging by the data and the feedback, it looks like you are enjoying the changes overall. Here are a few stats for the first week. 750,000 players played Trials, more than we have seen since the early days of Destiny 2. Not only that, 120,000 of those, your boy over here, were first-time players, and another 470,000 hadn't played in a long time. 237,000 players went flawless, with 105 of those going flawless for the first time. Oh, you love to see it. Now, historical. An average of 30% of the active players played Trials each day this weekend, topping out over 32% on Saturday. No day prior has ever gone over 21%. Over 2.8 million hours of Trials were played this weekend, eclipsing the highest prior single week by a total of 600,000 hours. Alright boys, looks like they gave us a graph to look at too, and wow, this is crazy. Not only is this the highest amount of people playing Trials in a long time, the amount of new players alone were almost higher than the total numbers of the few weeks prior. It's a great thing to see, and I think we can agree that all of the changes that were done, albeit a little late, were much needed, from the crackdown on recovs and the anti-cheat. I don't think I saw a single soul in my entire weekend while I was trying to grind for my Reed's Regret. Bungie also talked about the upcoming changes to Trials. Tomorrow there will be a few changes going live for the second week of Trials of Osiris. We aren't satisfied with the matchmaking experience for players after 7 wins. That area of matchmaking has a significantly higher rate of 5-0 games that we would like, so we are enabling a flawless matchmaking pool. However, we want to make sure that there are enough flawless players to maintain a good matchmaking times, so we are waiting until Friday afternoon to turn this on, and we will be watching over players' reactions and matchmaking analytics and all weekend to make sure it is behaving properly. We're also not happy with the experienced players who have bad streak of getting repeatedly thrashed 5-0. So we are enabling some matchmaking help if someone runs into several blowout matches. This is a temporary help mechanic that clears up once they start winning again. So don't think someone will cheese a flawless by tanking a few games and then have a weekend of smooth sailing. Sweet. So this will help out those who've been getting pummeled game after game and make it a bit harder for those who are actually going flawless, because it'll place you and other flawless teams against one another to give you the true high-end PvP experience, instead of wiping the board with lower tier players who belong in my lobby. Lastly, we are enabling a quitter penalty that we use on glory playlists, giving you a 30-minute timeout if you quit too many games. We are going to be watching this and have some harsher plans if players continue to abandon their fire teams. Alright, I think this is a good call. It didn't happen often, but I noticed that whenever I queued up and the number instantly jumped by 3, there would be either 1 or 2 people that would leave the matchmaking so that they wouldn't have to go against the 3-stack. Bungie continues with next week. In addition to our first Trials labs, spoiler alert, it's Capture Zone Trials, we will be disabling special ammo replenishment on revive. You still get special ammo if you kill someone or when you start the next round. I didn't know it did that already. Huh. Shows how much PvP I do. They go on to say we are disabling matchmaking counter on Trials of Osiris lobbies. So you won't be able to tell how many players have joined, but will still be told when they join. This is another good way to counter people who just leave when they see 3 stacks. Good job, Bungie. We also fixed an issue preventing you from being able to masterwork weapons from Satan 14's rank rewards. Big thanks to everyone who showed up and played last weekend, from the hardcore, flawless, or bust players to anyone who tried out the mode for the first time. All of your feedback and data from playing has been extremely helpful in allowing us to continue to improve Trials. Good luck tomorrow. Some good changes coming to Trials. I'm still excited to see how this weekend turns out, and kudos to Bungie for shipping out these changes this fast. I remember in the past how few and far in between updates to PvP were, so it's nice to see them making these changes as they receive the information and feedback from the community much faster. Moving on, Bungie also pushed out some hotfixes earlier today. We'll just go over them real quick. The barriers around Scorch Cannons and the Fallen Walker in the public event no longer repel players and block heroic completions. Man, I enjoyed those as a trampoline, I'm not gonna lie. Strike streaks will now work as intended. The Dawn Chorus exotic helmet correctly extends burn damage on enemies. The Sweet Spotter Triumph now correctly progresses when killing wyverns with precision damage. And finally, moving on to some known issues. Trials of Osiris rank rewards weapons cannot be masterworked. When inspecting the Shadow's Gloves Warlock armor, there is a gap between the player's arm and torso. Having champion mods equipped when visiting the Wish Well and Last Wish may result in a bird error. The Titan interlaced gauntlets have parts of the armor floating and disconnected from the arms. You know, I had these on one day and one of my friends, Alistar, pointed this out to me, and ever since then I couldn't wear them because they were just floating there and it bugged me. Tracing the Stars 1 displays the same name location for the Atlas SKUs twice. The hidden location is in the distant Spine Island tree. Horror's Leash dropping at power 1 from the Corrupted Nightfall. I'd say keep it as a meme. Players can purchase second passages and accidentally overwriting the 7th win. Ooh, that's not good. And the Corrupted Nightfall Triumph to score over 100,000 points isn't working correctly. Alright, that's it for today, Foreheads. I plan to make more TWAB videos in the future, but I'm not quite sure on the format. If you like, you want to read over everything or want me to see it doing a more like overview type video, let me know in the comment section down below. If you found the video at all helpful, make sure you guys leave a like as it does help the channel grow, and hit the subscribe button for more Destiny 2 content. Make sure you guys check out the Discord as well. I'll be revamping it for Destiny 2. We got some lore discussions and theories that will be going on, as well as content and build discussions. Link will be in the description below. But hey, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.